K-pop lovers, and welcome back to K-Pop Update, the home of the most touching, inspiring, and surprising stories from the Korean entertainment world. Just when the world thought everything had quieted down, when time seemed to move forward without any new surprises from a figure long gone from the glittering stage and roaring fan chants, everything suddenly changed. In the silence that had stretched out, in the quiet that had become routine for BTS fans since the members began fulfilling their national duty, one name echoed again. Kim Taehyung, better known as V, broke that silence in a way no one expected, with an Instagram post consisting of 20 photos and videos, not just rekindling longing, but touching hearts in a way so subtle, so profound. There was no announcement, no hint that it was coming. Yet when the post appeared, millions of eyes were instantly glued to the screen. Armies from all over the world held their breath, some even shedding tears. What they saw wasn't just a celebrity photo dump. This wasn't about an idol showcasing his activities during a military break. This was a fragment of a soul, captured through the lens, arranged like a visual poem, and presented as a gift from a heart that speaks, without sound, without words. In the first slide, Taehyung sits silently, bathed in soft orange light that envelopes the studio. A sleeveless gray shirt clings to his body, a knitted cat-eared beanie rests cutely on his head, and oversized headphones cover half of his handsome face. He says nothing, only gazes intensely at the camera. One hand touches his lips as if holding back unspoken words, a secret, a feeling, or perhaps an invitation to interpret. In his silence, he speaks louder than anyone. Slide after slide flows like pages of a story written in light and color. In one photo, he stands staring at a bottle of Chambol Musique wine, a luxury vintage from Burgundy, France. No smile, no post-gesture. Just a pensive look, as if he's revisiting a memory that only he knows. The image feels like a still from a French classic film, elegant, quiet, yet deeply evocative. Then the atmosphere shifts. In several shots, Taehyung is at the gym, sweaty, his face serious, yet full of spirit. His thin shirt clings to his body, revealing muscles beginning to form with each workout. In one frame, he poses with his trainer, flashing a peace sign. In another, he sits in front of a mirror, wearing a red Coca-Cola cap and his ever-present headphones. His face is tired, but there's a spark of determination in his eyes. Reflected in the mirror is a man growing, not just physically, but emotionally. But it wasn't just strength he showed. In another image, he dons a knitted balaclava and a cute face covering, walking through an airport with a friend, both of them nearly unrecognizable, dressed in all black, quiet, mysterious. Their style suggests this. In isolation, there is comfort. In anonymity, there is peace. They walk like shadows, and perhaps that's why the world can't look away. A lighter, sweeter side of Taehyung also emerges, unfiltered and unbothered. He stands before a mirror in a black shirt, wearing a bear-shaped backpack. His face, adorable like a duckling, tries to cheer up whoever is watching. The background, filled with artistic stones and soft purple lighting, creates a modern yet dreamlike space. In this simplicity, magic is born, not from effects or extravagant costumes, but from the sincerity that radiates from his eyes and smile. Among these still photos is a short video, a slow-moving fragment that leaves a deep mark. In it, Taehyung laughs, moves gently, gazes at the camera, and smiles as if he's right next to us. The song NOS by Jean Dawson featuring SZA plays softly in the background, filling the space between frames with experimental and emotional tones that feel like Taehyung's own inner voice. One detail remains constant throughout every photo and video, a red and gold bracelet wrapped around his wrist. No one knows for sure what it means. Is it just an accessory or a personal charm? But one thing is certain, the bracelet is a symbol that ties all emotions, all moods, all transitions together into one invisible yet palpable thread. Keen-eyed fans notice something deeper than just aesthetics. There was a consistency in tone, color palette, and emotional flow that linked one photo to the next. Warm colors like soft orange, wooden brown, deep purple, it's from this we begin to understand something. This isn't just an Instagram post. It is a visual love letter. A letter that doesn't use letters, but forms its own language through light and composition. Each click of the camera carries emotion. Each beam of light holds hidden meaning. When Taehyung couldn't speak due to distance and time, he chose to show up in the most honest way, through images that speak straight to the heart. No wonder so many armies cried while scrolling through the post. The tears weren't from sadness, but from a connection that runs deep. During this military service, while his physical presence is absent, Taehyung never truly left. He's there, in their screens, in every photo that touches the soul. He says silently, "I'm here. I miss you too." That's why thousands of comments flooded the post. "Thank you for showing up, Taehyung," wrote one fan. Another said, "We don't need your perfection. Just knowing you're healthy and happy is enough." These aren't just fan service comments, not empty words. They are pure love, love that demands nothing, only wants to witness someone simply being themselves. The magic of this post isn't only in its visual beauty or artistic flair. There's a maturity shining through every gesture, every color choice, every pose that seems accidental, yet deeply meaningful. Taehyung isn't flaunting himself. He isn't trying to become something. He's simply being, and that is what makes it so moving. In the simpler shots, we see a bare face, slightly messy hair, lighting that's sometimes imperfect. But that's exactly where the strength lies. Taehyung isn't trying to look flawless. He's celebrating imperfection, teaching the world that being human is the most beautiful thing of all. The physical transformation visible in some of the images isn't just about appearances either. It's proof that he is taking care of himself, even when far from the stage lights and concert crowds. His gym photos aren't about showing off strength, but about expressing love for his body and mind. In his fatigue, in his sweat, in his heavy breaths, we find a deeper message. Self-care is the truest form of love. And behind every tiny detail, from a lit candle, bread on a silver plate, to the gaze behind the studio mirror, there's a message almost whispered, that in this pause, when he can't perform on stage, Taehyung has found a new way to be present. Not as a star to be watched, but as a human being to be felt and remembered. Some fans have even begun to speculate. Is this part of a bigger project? A visual archive for a future documentary, photo book, or upcoming album? There are too many meticulously arranged details for this to be random. The same bracelet in nearly every shot, the flowing color scheme, the organized emotional progression, and the ambience, all feel like a silent narrative waiting to unfold. But perhaps those answers don't matter now, because the beauty of Taehyung's latest work lies in its uncertainty, in the space he leaves open for us to fill with our own interpretation. He doesn't tell us what to feel. He simply invites us to feel. And in that invitation, we are united. We who miss him. We who wonder how he's doing. We who were once touched by his voice, now hear the whisper of his soul in a different form. Not through melody, not through lyrics, but through a silence rich in meaning. Ultimately, this post isn't just about Taehyung. It's about all of us who've ever felt lost, who've ever sat in longing, who've ever searched for presence in absence. He has given us a window, not just into his life, but into our own hearts. And maybe, when he returns someday, when his voice and footsteps echo again on the global stage, we will remember him not only as V of BTS, but as an artist who knew how to speak without words, to touch without touch, and to love without saying a thing. For now, let these images speak. Let them be the love letter we'll always keep close to our hearts. And let us believe that behind every post, there's still a soul speaking, through a silence that was never truly silent. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on K-pop and BTS. Also, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our exciting content. See you in the next video, and continue supporting your idols with all your heart.